Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Transpicuous News. It's me, Dee, again. Oh, what kind of crazy multi-dimensional universe are we in that I just keep doing news report after news report? It's almost becoming daily. Don't get used to it. It will not stay this way. I promise. It is July 17th. We got to talk about Turkey. Oh, yeah. We got to talk about Turkey. So, first off, reviewing all the information, I woke up this morning going, oh, looks like I was right. And pretty much most of the free-thinking people in the world are agreeing with me that this entire military coup in Turkey was a setup by Erdogan. Yeah, welcome to the world of grand global theater, where we pretend to have a military coup just to further our own agenda and have an excuse to get rid of anyone who's inconveniently calling us on our bullshit. That's right. So yeah, as it's going through, I'm telling ya, insane. Said in the report yesterday, as soon as Erdogan landed in Istanbul, he started saying how he was going to start purge the military. This coup was a God-given thing because now he can purge the military of all those inconvenient generals and officers who don't agree with his system of governance and don't agree with his orders, which he's already done now. Massive cleansing through the military. But it wasn't just the military. Erdogan purges 2,745 judges, prosecutors, and lawyers across Turkey. I shit you not. Now, I'm a little confused because I've watched hours and hours of video of what happened during the coup, and at no point in time did I see a bunch of judges and lawyers and prosecutors walking around with their AK-47s going bang, 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 I'm part of the military coup and I'm going to take you down. Oh, but you know what? There is a whole lot of judges and prosecutors who've been trying to go after Erdogan for basically breaking his country's constitution over and over again and breaking international laws and trying to bring him up on charges. I think there have been some lawsuits launched in Turkey bringing Erdogan up on charges of things like gross negligence and inhumane atrocities and war crimes, perhaps. Oh, would that be the excuse he needed then to be able to go through and purge the entire judiciary system of hundreds of judges and prosecutors? Yeah, interesting. Isn't it interesting how you can throw a little coup and then just use that as an excuse to say, and I don't like you, and I don't like you, and I don't like her either. Bye-bye. And they're also looking at bringing back the death penalty in Turkey because these treasonous acts must not go unpunished. And we all know the dead men tell no tales. Next, this is really interesting. And this was a big piece, and I've seen a lot of different, obviously this morning, like I said, I woke up and everywhere from journalists in the Middle East to Europe to the States, all over the place. Drudge Report put a big report out here, Zero Hedge, that Erdogan is purging. A lot of people calling it on the fact of, this entire coup was just a theatrical act to give Erdogan the power to solidify his agendas. But the one piece that no one's really talking about was out in RT. And I screenshot the whole thing because as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, this is going to disappear fast. Turkish soldiers who've turned in their arms, who've actually who've been arrested, told interrogators that they thought they were taking part in military exercises. Many, many, many of those who either turned themselves in or who were captured of the pro-coup military, telling the authorities that they're pretty sure that they were told it was just a military exercise they were taking part in. And it wasn't until the public started basically climbing on top of tanks and fighting back that all of a sudden they started going, oh, wait a second, this isn't right. What the fuck's going on? Interesting. Interesting. That's kind of a little meme that plays out sometimes in these, right? Where the people involved actually thought they were taking part in a drill. Huh. Interesting. So we have military confessing that they thought they were part of a military drill, which would make sense in the fact of how many of them actually did turn themselves in to the public. And a lot of them had to be saved because the public apparently was fully encouraged to beat the shit out of all of the pro-coup military. When they all of a sudden started twigging in and realizing, no, this isn't a military exercise. This is a setup. Hello, my name is Patsy, and I have just been used to further Erdogan's agenda. So we have, like I said, arrest warrants out the wazoo. It's insane. The talk of, oh, let's bring back, capital punishment. Here's a little piece also. It's very interesting, not getting much airtime. So there is Ikrit on Incredic. I can never say the name of this Air Force base. Anyways, there's an Air Force base in Turkey. It's a Turkish military Air Force base that is right down on the border with Syria, and it is used by the U.S. military to run their bombing runs against the, I was going to be a smart ass, but we'll say against ISIS. We'll just pretend that we're going with the official story. Well, Turkish officials have locked down the Air Force base. No one's allowed in, no one's allowed out, and they've turned off the power to the Air Force base. All U.S. military personnel are now frozen in place in this Air Force base. What's very interesting is this Air Force base also houses U.S. tactical nukes. Not much being said by the mainstream media about this. I don't know. Again, if you're trying to further an agenda, if you've been trying to get arms out of the U.S., as in, i.e., give us some more stuff. Oh, right. Wasn't that just in September of 2015 that the U.S. said to Turkey, we're removing our missile defense shield out of Turkey? And Turkey had, Erdogan pretty much had kittens on the spot because it was like, we need those. So you host a coup, and now all of a sudden you got your own, basically a whole area of U.S. military under your thumb, including U.S. tactical nukes. I'm sure that wasn't part of his agenda at all. That was just a convenient, extra that was thrown in on the side. Now, and of course, like I said, even Russian news mainstream are claims emerged that Erdogan faked his own coup in order to wield more power. He's actually said it himself. He actually said it. Consolidating his power structure within the military, within the judiciary branches. So convenient. Now, again, we're watching this unfold. I spent this morning doing a shite load of reading and research again, going back and revisiting an article I wrote back in October of 2015 called Islamic Extremism, the History of Wahhabism and the Saudi Royal Family. I'll put the link below, but I kind of advise everyone, you may want to go read this because, well, most of the article focuses on Wahhabism and the royal family, the House of Saud. It also gets into Turkey's background and the dolmen. And what exactly, who the various Turkish players in this game, who they might be loyal to in this endgame. Well, worth a read. I think everyone needs a little brushing up on who's playing what game for what team. Anyways, that's it for me. Just wanted to update everyone there quickly. I hope you all have a great weekend. I hopefully will not be back for a few days. We'll see how the world spends. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.